Ladies and gentlemen, the American jury and Bulldog Nation, welcome to the Bulldog Show. Today in history, in 1857, the United States, for $7.2 million, purchased Alaska from the Russians. You know why they sold it? They sold it because they were worried about maybe losing it to the Brits, who they were fighting with in trade. Bottom line is it was basically sticking their nose at the Brits. You know what else it was called? It was called Seward's Folly. Why? Because Secretary of State Seward, who negotiated the purchase, was the architect of it. But of course, we now know how extremely important this purchase of Alaska was. And we also know that if Russia invaded it, Joe Biden would give it to them. Thank God they aren't. Pelosi. There's video of Pelosi claiming on January 6th, when she was in the Capitol, that if Donald Trump showed up, she would punch him out. And did you see this little documentary? Guess who was involved in the making of this quote-unquote documentary? Nancy Pelosi's child. Well, how does that freaking happen? It's truly amazing. Trump's letter on this is incredible. Boston University, I don't know how you can make this up, are proudly announcing that they have created a COVID strain that kills 80% of the mice they give it to. What the hell? What the hell? I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. Kanye is going to purchase Parler. He says he wants to have a platform that allows conservatives their voice. There you go. Paul Ryan remains a dweeb. He says that Donald Trump will never be the nominee in 2024, blah, blah, blah. This is, of course, Mitt Romney's running mate. Cherokee Warren, Elizabeth Warren, lies again. She says the Republicans want interest rates to keep going up. What? The interest rates are going up by the Fed to try to curb the inflation that she and the rest of the Democrats and Biden have created. They just say anything. They just say anything. Peter Strzok actually said that January you-know-what was worse than 9/11. Can't make it up. Despite Biden claiming everything's good, everybody says we are 100% going to be in a recession in the next year. James Corden, he's an entitled liberal jerk. Isn't it amazing that the liberals are usually the biggest jerks? He apparently got kicked out of a restaurant, banned from a restaurant. He's since apologized to the owner of the restaurant in New York City, and they're going to let him back. But he complained, apparently, and mistreated the staff relative to an omelet. The Saudis are throwing down at good old Joe Biden. Joe Biden did exactly what Trump was falsely impeached for, putting his own interest above the country's. Joe Biden actually asked, per the Saudis, to don't stop the production of oil until after the election. Saudis came clean with it. Now Biden is threatening Saudi Arabia, and Saudi Arabia has returned. He has turned a friend into an enemy. Way to go, Joe. We're back. We're back. Joe Biden was off only a century in some remarks yesterday. He brought up 1922 instead of 2022. Steve Bannon, Justice Department is recommending 6 months. Good old Bannon is saying, nah, I want home incarceration. Inflation has cut everybody's wages by 3% this year and $2.1 trillion off everybody's retirement. Last night debates. In Ohio, we had Paul Ryan and J.D. Vance. In Georgia, we had Kemp versus Stacey Abrams. And in Utah, we had Lee versus McMullen. And it looks like all the good guys did very well. Danchenko trial. Durham, the jury now has this case. You can't make this up. I want to read this because I want to make sure that I don't get it mixed up in my relating to you. The dossier, which Danchenko contributed to, by the way, he's on trial for lying to the FBI, was authored by ex-British intelligence officer Christopher Steele, commissioned by opposition research firm Fusion GPS, paid for by the Hillary Clinton campaign and the Democratic National Committee through the law firm Perkins Coie. And you don't believe in the butterfly effect? Look where all of that went. All courtesy of Hillary, I'm a crook, Clinton. This is the Bulldog. Every dog has their day. Have a great day.